Hey, are you ready for some obscure Stalker-like games that you never heard of before? Are you ready for something that is more brutal than my non-existing hair on my head? Good. Let's dive into them. First up, my broskis, is Path into the Abyss, and this one is a hardcore first-person survival shooter set in an open-world version of Buenos Aires, and it leans into cosmic horror as the backdrop, and I freaking dig it. And yeah, you can of course absolutely see that huge freaking cosmic horror part in the demo that's out right now. There is stuff in the distance that just feels so freaking wrong when you see it, and at the same time it just feels absolutely right. There's big anomalies just sitting out there, huge as hell, like somebody ripped a hole in the world and went, let's leave it here. Now, the demo of Path into the Abyss, it shows potential, it truly does, but it also shows that the game is extremely unfinished at the moment. Performance-wise, you're gonna hit hiccups. It's not gonna be non-stop, but it's gonna be enough that it sticks out. And the NPCs, broskis, the NPCs are beyond laughably bad right now. They don't act right, they don't react right, and half the time they just feel like walking props with a gun. And that is the game's biggest problem currently. But then we also have the looting. You can loot basically everything in this game, and at first that sounds sick, until you realize how little of it actually matters right now. It's almost ridiculous how much stuff you can pick up, and then you look at it and you're like, okay, what do I do with this shit now? Because in the demo, I couldn't really do anything with most of it. Maybe some of it has a purpose later, maybe it's not implemented yet, maybe I missed something, but the end result is you spend a lot of time looting and managing that loot for the sake of looting. That said though, the world, the visuals, the immersion, that's where the game starts winning me back. The atmosphere is strong in this one. The lighting and graphics overall look really good in a lot of places. The animations, they help a ton too. The way things move and the way the game sells weight and interaction, it's actually pretty impressive. And the anomalies and weird background stuff, super cool. The monsters, they look okay. The human NPCs models, they look pretty damn good. Audio is also pretty solid, which matters a lot when the game is trying to be creepy and tense instead of just loud. I also really want to give them credit for the setting. It's being developed in Argentina and it is set there. And that's honestly pretty damn cool. You don't see Stalker-like shooters coming out of that part of the world very so often, so I'm rooting for it. Even if the demo is a bit rough, I still want the full game to land. Now, the map itself is divided into territories controlled by different groups, and the factions, they are pushing and trying to capture land. You can help take territory, assist a faction, lead something, or you can just do your own thing and let the world shift around you. NPCs, they give you quests across the world, and right now it's a pretty simple setup. You get a marker, you follow it, you do the thing, and then you go back. And yeah, it is a hardcore survival like I said. Weather, getting wet, catching a cold, bleeding, hunger, thirst, all of it is there. It's trying to be that full package survival shooter, and I absolutely do not like that. It stresses me out beyond belief. But it does have different difficulty options, and those difficulty options also tweak those survival elements. But you cannot turn them off, not that I found at least. Now I'm not gonna drag this one out too long because the truth is, it needs work, a lot of work, especially the NPCs. It feels like they dropped the demo too early in my opinion, because it doesn't give the best first impression. There is no release date right now though, so they could be working on this for years, and honestly, they probably should. Still, I wanted to put this one on your radar because the potential, it is real. The vibe is here, the world is there. If they polish it up and get the AI and the systems working properly, it could be something truly special. Now, let's move on to the next game. And while we do that, remember to hit that like and subscribe because it truly helps to push this video out to the algorithm. To make the algorithm a little bit oiled up, make it warm, make it soft. Let's move on. And now we're heading to No Man's Home, and this one is basically Stalker meets Far Cry 2, and it's really damn cool. You're dropped into this exclusion zone where you got hunger, thirst, dangerous factions, radioactive emissions, and wildlife that will absolutely ruin your day. And the game makes it clear right away, you're not the hero here, you're just some guy trying to survive and make it out with your skin still attached. The world, it isn't massive, but it's not tiny either. It's that semi-big size where it still feels like an actual place and you're just thrown into it and left to figure it all out. So you start by opening your PDA, and this thing is basically your whole goddamn life. You can do minigames if you want, but the important part is you can order weapons, ammo and other resources, and then they get delivered by a drone. That alone is such a good system because it supports the sandbox without turning everything into a shopping simulator. And then we got the jobs, and this is where the game becomes something else. There's always a bunch of jobs available, and they are dynamic in a way that's honestly very, very rare. Other NPCs in the world, they are out here doing the same type of work as you are. So if you pick a job and you're too slow, another NPC can straight up finish it before you. But it gets even better. Sometimes that NPC hasn't delivered the objective yet, so you can intercept them on the way, take the box, take the objective and deliver it yourself. It's dirty, it's very brutal, it's perfect for this kind of game. It turns missions into actual moments instead of just go here, kill guy, come back. And I absolutely freaking love the system. Now weapon-wise, you got a good selection, attachments and durability that actually matters in this one. You need to repair your guns, you need to oil them up, and if you don't, they're going to jam, and they're going to jam a lot. Which, yeah, it sounds annoying, and sometimes it actually is, but it also fits the vibe. It keeps the game tense because you can't just rely on perfect weapons forever. Now there are also factions that you can make friends with, factions that you can make enemies with, and then all the survival stuff on top. Hunger, thirst, bleeding, sickness, plus storms and radioactive events that you need to dodge. And at the start of the game, it really does feel like you're constantly tending to your own needs just to stay alive. But once you get going, once you get some resources, it does become way more manageable and you can actually focus on the jobs and the exploration. And the biggest thing, the reason this game stands out, is how alive it all feels. NPCs aren't just standing around waiting for you to exist. They're doing things, they're taking jobs, they're moving around, they're completing objectives, and because of that, the world feels like it keeps going whether you're winning or getting bullied. And it's honestly very hard to believe that this is being developed by one person, because the core of it already feels super ambitious. So yeah, if you want a Stalker-like sandbox with Far Cry 2 elements in there, where you can roam around, take contracts, intercept targets, manage your gear, and actually feel like you're living as a bounty hunter in a hostile zone, I cannot recommend No Man's Home enough. But it still has work to do. There is more planned for the game, like a full campaign and all that sweet stuff. But what's already here in early access is not something that you see every day, and with how actively this developer is updating it and improving it, this one is on track to turn out excellent. Mark my words on that. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, broski. You are bloody amazing! Share your thoughts on the games down below, I really want to hear them, and I read every single goddamn comment on every single video, so drop them. And I will see you in the next one. Over and out.